Coming up on WTOL 11, lawmakers have avoided a government shutdown that would have gone into effect after midnight. We'll hear about the compromise deal they approved. Plus, still wrapping up gifts for the holidays, those empty gift boxes could be a thief's invitation, while your curbside trash might be telling criminals too much.
And in your WTOL 11 weather forecast, we are tracking the chance for a few rain and snow showers Monday night, but any impacts to holiday travel, I'll have the answer coming up. Mike?
Welcome into WTOL 11 Plus on this Saturday evening. I'm Michael Sandlin. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's kick things off with a look at the latest national headlines. President Biden signed a funding bill into law today to prevent a government shutdown just before the holidays. CBS reports the latest.
With President Biden's signature Saturday, a bill that averts a federal government shutdown became law. Congress approved a temporary funding plan just after the midnight deadline.
The bill is passed.
Late Friday, the House passed the measure following two failed efforts that sent GOP lawmakers scurrying for a deal.
I was in constant contact with President Trump throughout this process. This is a good outcome for the country. I think he certainly is happy about this outcome as well.
An earlier bipartisan agreement fell apart after President-elect Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk railed against it.
I think the Republicans have learned if you make a deal, you keep your deal.
For the president-elect, this week's battle over government spending was an early test of his control over GOP lawmakers.
The final agreement did not include an increase in the government's borrowing limit, a key demand Trump threw into the mix this week.
This would have been a very unfortunate time to add the debt limit to any agreement, any CR, and I'm very glad we didn't.
We will continue to spend money at a pace such that we will accumulate about $2 trillion in debt each year.
The deal funds the government at current levels through March 14th and provides $100 billion in disaster aid and $10 billion in agricultural assistance to farmers. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Well, if you're still wrapping presents, you might want to be cautious about what you do with the boxes the gifts came in, whether that's a new TV, washing machine, phone, Xbox, or other expensive gifts. If you put those boxes out to be picked up, you're letting thieves know what you have, and sometimes they'll even scope out a neighborhood.
They will drive around on garbage night, and when they see brand new boxes of large items out at the curb, and someone got a new 84-inch flat screen TV that's worth several $1,000s, they get to see the brand, they know you've got a brand new TV in your house. So what I tell people to do is don't put it out at the curb, take it to the recycling center.
If you do take those boxes to the recycling center, it's not a bad idea to either take the shipping label off that has your address on it or just black it out with a marker. Well, we're just 4 days away from Christmas, and airports around the country are preparing for an incredibly busy travel season. An estimated 2.8 million people traveled yesterday, with millions more expected in the coming days. This surge in travelers has already led to some delays across the country. The roads are expected to be just as congested. AAA projects that 107 million people will be driving over the holidays. A debate over car washes took center stage at Perrysburg City Council meeting. The Perrysburg City Council voted to end a moratorium on new car wash permits, which was originally set to last until the end of 2025. Mayor Tom Mackin tells WTOL 11 that the city is working its rezoning codes, meaning limits on car washes could still be considered as part of that process in 2025. As temperatures drop below freezing in many states across the country, we know families are looking for ways to stay warm. But when it comes to using space heaters, be careful. Our National Verified team looks into a viral claim about the dangers of improperly using space heaters.
During these frigid temps, listen up. Many viral social media posts claim that plugging space heaters into extension cords or power strips could start a fire. But is that true? Let's verify using these sources. Space heaters require a high electrical current, and our sources say most extension cords and power strips aren't designed to handle that. So plugging a space heater into one of those may cause the cord or strip to overheat and cause a fire. Instead, our sources say the safest way to use your space heater is to plug it directly into a wall. But make sure it's plugged in all by itself. The Electrical Safety Foundation says plugging multiple devices into the same outlet could result in the outlet overheating and cause a fire. So we can verify it's true. Space heaters plugged into extension cords or power strips can be a fire hazard. There are other safety tips to keep in mind when using a space heater. Make sure you place it on a level, hard, non-flammable surface, such as a tile floor. If your home is carpeted, invest in a hard surface to place the space heater on. Keep the unit at least 3 feet away from anything that can burn, like fabric or paper. And if you can, don't leave it running overnight. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Back here in the Glass City, the Junction Coalition invited kids to Nexus Healthcare to see Santa while getting mental health screenings. Getting the lead out of the holidays brought children into the community aged 6 and under to get tested for lead exposure, a serious issue linked to developmental and mental health problems in young children. The event wasn't just about testing, it also offered a bit of holiday cheer. Families had the chance to take pictures with Santa, and kids got to choose a toy from under the Christmas tree in the lobby. With older homes contributing to rising cases of lead exposure, the Junction Coalition sees this event as more than a giveaway. It's a way to protect children's health while spreading holiday joy.
This is a way for the heart of it all, Ohio, Toledo, Ohio, to be able to say we don't not only have a heart for our city, we have a heart for our children, and they're our future. So this is how you get out and create that mental health and public health, and we want to make sure that our children are safe.
The Junction Coalition will have their Dunking for Donations event at the Wayman Palmer YMCA tomorrow. Well, Santa's been working double duty as he visited Seaway Marketplace on Cherry Street to give out gifts.
Everyone at Seaway, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Seaway hosted their second annual Christmas toy giveaway, giving about 550 toys to kids in the community. All this while giving them a chance to take pictures with Santa. Brady Fuller from Seaway says the best part of the giveaway is the happiness it brings the kids.
Just the smiles of the kids, kids that come in that we get to see. It's been nice. I've been here since 2009 now, so I'm seeing kids kind of grow up in front of our eyes. It's fun. It's fun to hear Santa Claus. It's fun to have the kids take pictures with Santa and then come get their toys. So just the smiles, I would say, is the best part.
The toys were donated by the store and community partners, including Mercy Health, Grace Community Center, and the Salvation Army. Well, the gift-giving season isn't just for friends and family, but also those four-legged friends. Lucas County Canine Care and Control had its Presents for Pups, where people brought toys and treats to the shelter. Within the first hour, LC4 received enough toys for every dog to get their own, with close to 170 dogs and residents. A representative for LC4 says this has been going on since 2020.
Every year after that, it has just been just as amazing. We're always surprised and shocked, I don't know why anymore, by the generosity of our community for us and the dogs and everybody, so we just appreciate everybody.
The dogs will open their presents on Christmas during a series of Facebook Live videos. Well, if you procrastinate and are scrambling to buy holiday presents, there's still time to make those last-minute purchases. Topping some lists this year, gifts that were also popular decades ago. Bradley Blackburn has more on how in our digital world, analog still has staying power.
In the heart of Manhattan, in the year 2024, a record store called Rough Trade is thriving. Holiday shoppers digging through LPs to give the gift of music in a package you can hold.
It's more personal and just shows a lot more care and thought.
Store manager George Flanagan has worked in record shops for decades, seeing vinyl sales flatline, then boom back.
We also see the 15-year-old Taylor Swift fan that, understands there's something special about having a physical record.
Over the last 8 years, vinyl album sales have grown nearly 300%, with nearly 50 million new records sold in 2023. CDs and even cassettes are making a modest comeback as physical gifts you can touch and hear.
We're hitting that point where people want to break from just staring at a screen.
It's not just analog audio. At one of New York's oldest toy shops, Mary Arnold Toys, many customers come in asking for low-tech gifts.
Battery-free, pretend play toys that the grandparents and parents are kind of gravitating towards, especially during this holiday season.
Board games are also big, mainstays like Monopoly, and a new Wicked game that's flying off the shelf. Then there are punch balls and other physical games families can play together.
Oh, you got it!
As some parents worry about the impact of digital devices on kids.
Simple dolls, magnetiles, anything that she has to create her own world versus one that's dictated by a program is better for us.
Retro gifts still surprising
It's called classic for a reason, right?
this holiday season. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
We're remembering a baseball legend tonight. Hall of Famer Rickey Henderson has passed away at the age of 65. He holds the MLB records for career stolen bases, runs, and leadoff home runs. The 10-time All-Star was one of the most electrifying players in baseball history, playing 24 seasons from 1979 all the way to 2003. Henderson was elected to the Hall of Fame in 2009. Well, it was a moment to remember in the Gasparilla Bowl last night. Take a look at this trending moment. 6'5", 450-pound Florida Gator Desmond Watson got the handoff and ran for a first down. But he wasn't done there, hitting the Heisman pose after. What a moment for the senior in potentially his last game. Well, want to see more breakdowns of viral trends and 60-second stories? Check out our WTOL 11 social media pages on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. And finally, the Lights Before Christmas display at the Toledo Zoo is going on now and continues through the end of the month. But as you all know, the zoo is open all year round, and we want to give you and your family a family membership. Text the word contest to 419-248-1100, and we'll send you a link to enter. Or click on the contest tab on the homepage over at WTOL.com. John?
Well, the rest of the weekend is going to feel chilly, but you're going to enjoy a good amount of Sunday sunshine. Checking in on that WTOL 11 weather forecast. The chilly feel with brighter skies. The morning is only going to be in the teens, so you'll need to bundle up starting off the day. And if you're thinking early holiday travel, smooth sailing on the roads, but high temperatures only going to be in the upper 20s, so certainly a chilly feel. Over the course of your Saturday evening, temperatures have started dropping down into the mid-20s, with a few spots north and west like Hillsdale plunging into the teens. For the most part, we're seeing partly cloudy skies. However, east of Toledo and north central Ohio, closer to the lake shore, still seeing a couple of flurries with that cooler north wind off of the lake, although most of the snow shower activity now drifting off towards eastern Lake Erie to the east of Cleveland. Looking ahead towards your hour-by-hour forecast, we're going to start off Sunday morning with a good amount of sunshine. It is going to be a very brisk start to the day with temps in the teens. The afternoon does feature a little bit of an increase in cloud cover, but dry weather is expected. What about Monday? Well, we are tracking a system that could bring us a few rain and snow showers, mainly in the latter half of the day. Now, temperatures are expected to be above freezing, so any sort of travel impact out of this is going to be very minimal. However, by Monday evening, we could be seeing some rain showers and perhaps some snowflakes mixing in, mainly along and north of the state line. Through about midnight to 2 a.m., could see some snow starting to develop in north central and northeast Ohio, but with temperatures still staying around 35 degrees, not expecting widespread impacts out of this. And any of those snowflakes should quickly melt away. Into Christmas Eve, we start off the day well above freezing, and we are expecting a dry day Christmas Eve with temperatures climbing to the upper 30s. It is still going to be very brisk feeling into your Sunday. Mainly sunny skies. Winds aren't going to be too bad with southerly winds at 0 to 10 miles an hour, and I do anticipate a good amount of Sunday sunshine to brighten up the mood. Temperatures will be very brisk in the morning. Parts of southern Michigan could drop down to near 10 degrees to the lower teens. Into the afternoon, plan on highs just shy of 30 degrees. Biggest weather impact tomorrow is going to be the chill. A milder Christmas day is still on tap, and that will diminish any chances of Christmas snow. The long-range weather outlook still trending very mild with highs near 50 degrees by the end of December. Those white Christmas chances just about zero at this point. If we do see any of those snowflakes Monday evening and Monday night, they are likely to be quickly melting away. Historically, we average about 1 in 3 or 35% of Christmases that do feature that blanket of fresh snow. The long-range outlook into the tail end of December still looking very mild.